Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Gas Whispers by BRTMNS. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which in this case is a box. We have along a green line, two adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. And these are commonly known as German whisper lines, but I like to call them whisper 5 lines. Because it's clear then what the difference has to be between them. And it can extend to multiple different whisper lines then. Anyways, if for example you had a 3 here, this would have to be an 8 or a 9. Because the only digits which can be 5 or more away from 3 are 8 and 9. And that's an example of how whisper 5 lines work. We also finally have a V separates two digits that add up to 5. So for example, if this was a 1, this would have to be a 4. And that's an example of how V works. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so couple of things about whisper 5 lines. First of all, 5 can never be on a whisper 5 line in normal Sudoku. And the reason is if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which are not digits. So because of that, we know in these boxes where the 5 has to be. In this box, these are all on a whisper 5 line, so this must be 5 here. These are all on a whisper 5 line, so the 5 has to be here. Where in this upper central box can 5 be? Cannot be here, cannot be on the whisper 5 line, so it must be here. In column 1, where's the 5? It has to be here. In column 2, where's the 5? It cannot be here because the 5 in the box and the rest is filled with whisper 5 lines, or is with cells with whisper 5 lines, so this has to be 5 there. Where's the 5 in column 4? Can't be here because 5 in the row, and can't be on the whisper 5 line, so 5 is there. Where is the 5 in column 5? Can't be here because 5 in the box, can't be here because 5 in the row, and the rest is whisper 5 lines, so this has to be 5. And then that means in column 7, where's the 5? Can't be on the whisper 5 lines. These are 5s in the row, so this must be 5 here. Same with this logic here, so this has to be 5. Another thing about whisper 5 lines is you always alternate between low digits and high digits on a whisper 5 line. So if you have a low digit, which is 1 through 4, what digits can be next to it? 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can only be next to 9. So you're guaranteed, if you have a 1 through 4, you're guaranteed to have a 6 through 9 next to it. So you'll always alternate between low digits and high digits. Well, these two digits have to be low because you have to add up to 5, and you can only have 1 4 or 2 3 there. So these are both low, which means the digits next to them are high, which means the digits next to those are low, which means the digits next to those are high. Then we have alternating low and high. How many high digits do we have in column 6 now? We have 4. And that's all that you can only have 4 high digits, right? Because you have only 4 digits, 6 through 9. So this has to be a low digit here. Well, in this upper central box, how many highs do we have? We have 3. These digits are going to be the same set, and if they were both high, the problem is that we'd have 5 highs in this box, which is not allowed. So this has to be high, and these two are lows, which makes this high, this low, this high, this low. We have 4 lows in column 4, so that leaves a high remaining in that column. What about the central box? We have 4 lows in the central box, so this cannot be low. It has to be high. Okay. This digit is a high, and so all of 3 of these digits are between 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. Well, that means 6 cannot be any of these digits, so 6 has to be here. Where... Yeah. Where is 6 possible in column 6? Cannot be here because of 6 in the box. Can't be here because it's next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, so this must be 6 here. And 6 can only be next to 1 on a Whisper 5 line, so this is 1, that's 4. 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, so this is 9. That leaves these as 2 and 3. Where is 4 in column 6? It cannot be here because of the 4 in the box. It can't be here because it's next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, so this must be 4 here. Which means where is the 4 in column 7? Cannot be here because of 4 in the boxes, so it has to be here. 4 is next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line, so this is 9. This is 2 or 3. That means this must be 7, 8 as a pair. 6 cannot be here in the central box, so it has to be here. So this is 6, this is 7 or 8. 7, 8 or 9, 7, 8 or 9. Next to 7 and 8 guaranteed has to be only 1 or 2. This could be 1, 2, or 3. This could be 7 or 8. And this is 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Where is 4 in this upper left-hand box? It cannot be any of these digits because those are all next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. Can't be here because of the 4 in the row, so it can only be here. So this is 4, which forces this to be a 9. So this is low, and this has to be high. Where is 4 then in row 3? Can't be here because the 4 is in the boxes. Can't be here because they're next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, so this has to be 4 here, which again is next to 9 on the Whisper 5 line. So this is blue, this is red. Where is 4 in this left central box? Can't be here because of 4 in the column. Can't be here because 4 in the row. Can't be here because they're next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. So this must be 4, which makes this a 9. So this is low, and this is high. Well, where is the 4 in column 1 then? Can't be here because of 4 in the boxes. Can't be here because of 4 in the row, so it must be here. And this is low, which makes this a 4. This has to be 9 again. And this is high. We have low, high, low. These are high, and this is low. Well, where is the 4 in row 6? Cannot be here because 4 is in the boxes. Can't be here because of 4. They're next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. Can't be here because of 4 in the column, so it has to be here. So this is 4, and that forces this to be a 9. Well, we have 8 4s, so we know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be here. So this is 4. It's next to a 9. This is high and 9. So these are all low. These are all high. Again, 6 can only be next to one unique digit on a Whisper 5 line, so 6 can't be here, 6 can't be here, 6 has to be here, and 6 has to be here, which next they have to be next to 1s. So this cannot be 1 here. 9 has to be next to 3 if 3 is in between 2 unique digits, which it is. It's guaranteed to be one of these 2 digits, which is next to 2 unique digits. So 3 has to be here because it must be between 8 and 9. So this is 8, which forces this to be 2, and that's 7. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 2, which makes this 3. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3, which makes this 2. 3 can only be next to 8 out of 7 or 8. So this is 8, and this is 7. That eliminates 7 here. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 3. This can't be 3 or 2, so it's 1. 3 can only be next to 8 out of 7 or 8, so this is 8, that's 7. Let's see. This is low, and it cannot be 1, 3, or 4, so this is 2, which makes this 3. 3 is next to 8 or 9 only. 2 can be next to 7. So there's that. So this must be low here. In this upper left-hand box, we have 3 highs already. So both of these cannot be high, so they must be low. So this is low, that's low, this has to be high. And this must be an 8. It's next to 2 and 3. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the row, so this is 3, that's 2. We have 4 lows in row 3, which makes that a high. That forces this to be low. This is high. This is low. 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 8 and 9. Only low digit left here in row 2 is a 2. Only low here is a 3. 2 has to be next to 7 or 8 because we cannot have a 9 in the box. Sorry, we have a 9 in the box. This can't be 1, 2, or 4. This must be 3. That makes this a high digit and as a 6. 3 can only be next to 8 out of 7 or 8, so this is 8, that's 7. That leaves 1 and 6 remaining in column 7. This can't be 6 because of a 6 in the row, so this is 1, that's 6. That's a low, this is high. Remaining digits in row 5. We have 1 and 6. 6 can't be here because of 6 in the box, so this is 1. And this is 6. So this is high, low, low. This must be low, and this must be high. This is high and a 7. This is low and a 1. Okay. Remaining, and the rest we're just doing Sudoku. Remaining digits in column 8. We have 2, 7, and 8. Okay. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. Remaining digits in column 5. We have 1, 2, and 7. This can't be 1, so this is 2 or 7 here. Remaining digits in column 3. We have 2, 3, and 8. Well, this can't be 3 or 8, so this must be a 2, which eliminates 2 here, so it's 7, which eliminates 2 and 7 here, so it's 1. These can't be 7 anymore. This is, again, 3 and 8. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row, so this is 8, which makes that 3. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 2 and 8. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 7 and 2. That leaves this digit as 6, this digit as 1, and this digit as a 7. And that's the solution. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty nice use of the German Whisper, or the Whisper 5 lines, with certain restrictions on them. And very minimal, so it worked out very well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.